So I'm kind of nervous, I'm kind of excited. This is my first time going into actually buying my own apartment. Have you even seen the 1,000 leave a note? 2, 3. Oh my gosh, это много деньги. This is good champagne, right?
Yes. So how much is it? It's 8,000?
This is my first time going into actually buying my own apartment, which is ironic because technically I already own one here in Kiev that I own through my company, and I have the keys to it, so I'm kind of living in there now. Actually, I'm living in there now on the floor. I just bought a mattress from IKEA for $136 that I'm gonna go pick up tomorrow. But this is the first time I'm actually in town going to sign paperwork. The last one, as you saw, I did it while I was in Turkey. I was on the beach and my lawyer signed everything. And actually, it's all kind of a big lie because actually I technically own real estate. I own like very small fractional shares of investments of apartment buildings in the US through these funds that I've actually never even seen or been to. I don't have access to. I can't just go there. I don't have the keys because there's like 100 investors. And if I showed up, they'd be like, who are you? So I technically own a part of those and make money from it. But this is like the first one I'm actually gonna have the keys to, I'm gonna sign to, and I'm gonna move into probably next week. Let's see what happens. I may already passed it, but actually this is perfect because I kind of want to buy a bottle of champagne. I figure it'd be a nice way to celebrate. Terminal, пожалуйста.
Пожалуйста.
So I thought I was buying like the cheapest bottle of champagne for like 110 hryvnia. Then I saw this and I was like, oh crap, I just spent like $300. Alright, now transfer the money. Привет. So guys, I gotta say, sitting in a bank in a notary's office for like 4 hours is way less fun than sitting on the beach in Turkey while they close the deal. So I'm glad I did it through a power attorney last time, because just sitting around and not being able to understand the language, or even if I could understand the language, I translated for a while. It's like, I'm just like sitting here waiting for paperwork and it's signed. All right, here I am signing $37,500. So Wat? Enthousiast. Oh no. That's crazy carrying all this cash. Oops. Literally just goes in a brown paper bag. Guys, this is so crazy. So I transferred $37,500 US to their account, which they just opened with this bank. And then immediately they went to the cashier, withdrew all $37,000 in cash in USD. And then I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Put it under their mattress or something. Like, I understand that Ukrainians don't really trust their bank, but why would you trust having $37,000 in cash? And this would have been crazier if this was the other apartment that was $145,000. They might have done the same thing with that one. I just wasn't here to see it. But my lawyer said it's super common. Like, Ukrainians just don't trust banks. So they open the account, they get the money transferred, and then they need to physically hold it, and then maybe they'll deposit some of it back or something. But it's insane to see that. So they gave me back my money for my deposit.
А там копійка. Ні, ну просто я там дивлюсь, пока сума з копійками, то ні,
Без копеек. Вы можете копейки то сюда.
I need coffee. How funny is that? Oh gosh.
Правильно.
So this is the first time I've even seen 1,000 hryvnia note. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll have them do it. Oh my gosh, это много деньги. Это много. So, opposite of Ukrainians, I'm taking this cash and putting it into my bank account right away. All right, so now we have transferred the money and we're gonna go to the notary, finish signing the documents, and I'm gonna get the keys to my new apartment in Kharkiv. Woo! All right, so now paying the notary all this cash. But the notary is good, so I'm I'm happy to pay because they do a really good job. The agent,
I'm not the agent.
not you. Lawyer, I'm also happy to pay. You did a good job. Not cheap, but very good. Спасибо. Second apartment bought.
Вот этот ключ, он один. Я не могу найти, что он был.
Okay. Oh, no, wait. Thank you. Woo! I got the keys. Thank you very much. Notary is here. Maybe one more glass.
Все в порядке, все хорошо.
Это мы вас спрашиваем.
Oh, хорошо. Отлично.
Заявление же ваше писали еще.
Да.
Ура!
Джонни переезжает в Харьков, вы видите? Купил квартиру в Харькове уже.
На постоянное место жительства?
Надеемся, что он вернется.
So, I wasn't here to celebrate the last time, and you asked for champagne, so this
А
time.
где же переводчик?
Он не придет. А зачем?
Где-то? Ну, не знаю, надо или...
А для этого? Для этого мы
Не, ну хотела вручить
переводчику. Джонни? А, я переведу.
Вы переведете?
Да.
Так, ну тогда что? Договор. Скажу, что
Много.
Много. Потому что сын, дочь, я и муж. 4 человека. И тут такие комплекты. Да. And so on. So you have everything.
Even extra.
Free.
Bosch, good quality. Cheers.
Cheers.
To
Congratulations.
bestseller, and me for having new second flat.
Second flat in Ukraine. Congratulations.
Спасибо. Okay, good more.
Возьму.
Поздравляю вас.
Johnny,
Что?
I want you to be happy in your flat
Okay.
in Kharkiv and in Kyiv.
Okay.
I want you to enjoy your life, I don't know, to get good profits, to extend your real estate business in Ukraine for future.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Спасибо. I hope you enjoy the money going big shopping spree.
Вы поедете на большой шопинг? Was it?
You like it, right? It's good champagne, right?
Yes. So how much is it? It's 8,000?
8,000 гривна.
8,000 гривна? Он говорит, что это шампанское стоит 8738 гривен. 8 тысяч? Вы хотите шампанское?
Это вкусно, да? Не вкусно?
Are you serious? You didn't look at the price?
I didn't check. I thought it was cheaper. I just took
You
one.
have very good taste.
Yeah.
I feel that all girls
It-
also have very good taste.
Does it taste like 8,000 grivna?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it tastes all 8,000.
Oh, really? Okay, you're lucky because I checked my bill and it was not. It was like a few hundred grivna. I checked my credit card. It's okay. It was like $5. All right, guys, that is it. Actually, I wish that was it. Now I gotta rush back to the bank again and transfer the money to the real estate agent because they made it super complicated again. Like literally everything about the purchase was so easy and smooth, except for this real estate agent. He's making everything complicated. Like, so obviously they wanted me to sign an agreement saying that I'll pay him commission if I buy the property. And I'm happy to pay him that commission for finding it for me, even though they did like literally 10 minutes of work. And for introducing me to clients. So, I'm happy, right? Good property, good client. I wish I would have just met them directly, but oh well. I promise I'd pay. I'm happy to pay. But they're making it complicated. So first, I wanted to pay by bank transfer so I can have proof that I paid them, especially because they're not even here. You notice they're in Kharkiv, and I told them, like, you don't have to come here. Like, there's no, like, you don't add, like, there's no reason why the real estate agent even needs to be at the property closing. The notary and the lawyer, buyer and the seller, is all you need. So he's sitting in Kharkiv 5 hours away, and I wanted to transfer him the money, but he's like, no, I want cash, so I don't have to pay taxes. And I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? He's like, well, can you just give it to the seller? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Let me just check with my lawyer. I talked to my lawyer, and she's like, she's like, well, if you do, they need to sign something saying that they received this cash, because they can come after you and say that you didn't pay them. And I was like, okay. And then the seller is like, well, I'm not even gonna go to Kharkiv. I can give it to my friend who's also a real estate agent, and then they can give it to the other agent. And I'm like, now it's changing the hands of 4 people. I'm definitely not covered. So then I said, like, look, let me just transfer it to your bank account. And they're like, well, you can't, because if you transfer it, you can't transfer to me, you have to transfer to the company, because you signed an agreement with the company, and they don't want to pay tax, because then they have to pay me. And I'm like, God, like, guys, what do you want me to do? And luckily, after like all this back and forth, all this headache, they finally agreed to take a bank transfer to the company and pay the tax themselves. Because I was like, there's no fucking way I'm paying your income tax because you don't because you don't want to pay it. Like, why would I pay your income tax? So rushing to the bank right now. It's 5:31. They close in 29 minutes. Luckily it's not far away, but I have the keys to the house, I have the deed, everything's done. Now I gotta go deal with this BS. Alright, but on the way there, I'm gonna stop for a burger or a shawarma because I'm a bit drunk and I'm starving. So I'm getting this Texas barbecue burger. Ironically, I'm actually a Texas resident. Let's see how if it actually looks anything like that. So it definitely looks nothing like that photo. Alright, so we're back at the bank again to pay this agent. Luckily it's on my way home. And I got my burger. Alright, it's 15 minutes before the bank closes. Hopefully we can transfer this guy's money because I'm sure he's gonna be pissed if he can't get it. Even though it's really not my fault. Except for stopping for that burger, of course. Alright, so now I'm signing in for this real estate agent. He's paid, and I'm done. I do appreciate real estate agents' help. Just, they always make things more complicated than literally buying a house. Like, why is paying the real estate agent more complicated than buying a house? Spasibo to the best banker in all of Ukraine. Stamp. That's when it's official. All right, so now we are actually done. And the funny thing about Prius Bank, first it's a Greek bank, which, you know, I don't really trust the Greek economy, but it was the easiest bank to do this transfer with. So I have an account with them now, my personal account. I also have an account with Privet Bank, which is the government bank here. And the funniest thing is with Privet Bank, they have a great app because it's made by the same people who make Monobank, which is the better one, but that's only for Ukrainian residents. So until I become a permanent resident, I can't even use it. So with Prius Bank, because there is no online portal that I have access to yet, or maybe ever, and there's no app, this is how I get to know how much money I have. What looks like my burger takeaway receipt is actually my bank account details and how much money I have in the account. So I'm just gonna basically use it blindly, maybe check it once a month or something, and just kind of hope that there's no money in my account, because I have no idea like how am I gonna keep track of this. I'm not gonna freaking make a spreadsheet and, like, you know, I probably should, but I'm not gonna every time I go to like buy a burger, I'm not gonna like write down 50 hryvnia and add it up at the end of the day. So, welcome to Ukraine, guys. One fun fact is now I own 2 apartments, but they're the only pair of shoes I own. Isn't that crazy? I own 2 apartments and only 1 pair of shoes. There's a rainbow behind me. Today's a good day. Cheers, guys. Cheers. So the reason why I bought champagne today, I closed on my second house.
Oh, nice. Is that it? Wait, is that in Kharkiv or is that
The one in Kharkiv.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks like egg and cheese.
Yeah. So he puts there's an egg and then he whisks the egg into it.
Okay.
Oh boy, there's no